Zeapon Micro 3 E1000. It's not really micro, I would say it's macro, but it's an interesting device. Let's review that. Zeapon Micro 3 E1000 is a classic motorized slider. The working distance is 1070 millimeters, but because of the weight of the motor itself, when you reach the end, you have some bending and your horizon is not always leveled, even if you are working not on a tripod, but with the built-in little legs, which really complicates the work when you're shooting real estate, where you need all the vertical lines and horizontal lines to be exactly leveled. So I would say that the working distance is around 80 centimeters. In terms of smoothness and speed, I have no complaints at all. Also, you have a damper with 5 resistance steps and also 100 steps of speed, which you can adjust in the app. The size of the slider is pretty big, and also the weight of it with the motor is 3.4 kilograms, and together with your tripod and camera, the whole setup is more than 8 kilograms, which is not that easy to carry around while shooting. Also, the maximum payload in horizontal mode is 12 kilograms and in vertical mode 4 kilograms, but I would not suggest putting something heavier than 8 kilograms and 3 kilograms respectively. In the kit, you'll also find some support rods, which adds up in terms of stability, but with those rods, it's very hard to adjust the height of your tripod. And from time to time, when my camera gets to the end of the slider where the motor is, it was able to fall, no matter that I had the support rods installed. Of course, I didn't use the heaviest and the best tripod for this, so I suggest using a bigger and heavier tripod and for the legs to be spread wider. But with any tripod, I would recommend you be very attentive and to check if everything is going to be stable. All in all, working on a tripod with this slider is very difficult. Also, for some reason, Zeapon made a proprietary case and you need to disassemble the whole system and to place it exactly how it's supposed to be laying in the case, which is very uncomfortable and really slows you down before and after each shoot. Why didn't they make a soft case with some dividers so you can put a slider together with the motor and with the tripod plate, for instance, not to disassemble the whole setup? The build quality and the kit is okay. We have a lot of 1/4 and 3/8 thread on the slider itself, and also a lot of high quality plastic and metal in the construction, and also an additional belt for your slider just in case. The motor itself can be powered via USB-C or NPF batteries, and the work time from the battery is really long, which is good. You can work with the slider and motor manually, but it's not really convenient. I prefer using an app, which is really easy to use, and you can pick your A and B points, you can loop the movement and pick a speed. But if you're going to spend some more cash for Ponce PT motorized pan and tilt head, which is also 2 kilograms of weight in addition, and also $500 in price, you'll be able to use it in time-lapse mode, stop-motion mode, panorama mode, and all in all, limitless capabilities in terms of creative shots using the app. Of course, it will be fun, but it's going to be very heavy and very bulky. So you need to be sure 100% that you need this setup. Motorized sliders are great because you can make repeatable movements with your camera dozens of times, and you can make something like this that I'm showing you on the screen, just changing the objects in the shot. Also, it allows you to make perfect slides and also with the same speed, which is important for real estate shooting or for shooting objects. Well, it's a pretty cool thing, but I'm not that interested in sliders, to be honest, guys. In terms of length, 100 centimeters to me is too bulky and too heavy, and in 90% of scenarios I didn't use the full length of the slider. So I suggest you go to your local rental store and rent a 50 centimeter model, and you'll be able to understand if it's enough for your particular needs. For my needs, it's more than enough. And if you're shooting real estate, I would suggest picking a 70 centimeter model because it's also more than okay. And not only you'll be getting a smaller and lighter setup, but also you'll be able to use a more compact tripod and you won't be afraid that the whole construction is going to fall anytime soon. Zeapon Micro 3 E1000 is, of course, a very high quality product, one of the best motorized sliders on the market, and a really good tool. But I have too many but, which you heard above in this video. And also the price of it is $740, which is not cheap, so you'll have to think twice or even thrice before picking this up. And Zeapon, if you watch this video, please make a soft shell case so you can put the slider itself with a tripod plate, with the motor itself, and maybe with a compact ball head on top without disassembling the whole unit, please. By the way guys, a lot of B-roll shots in this video are shot with the help of Amaran PT4C light tubes, so I suggest you watch my review of those next. See you guys, take care.